By 2050, our planet will be a vastly different place. By 2050, artificial intelligence will be everywhere. AI-driven stores will allow you to purchase goods without cashiers or waiting lines. AI will diagnose and treat patients, manage transportation, and analyze massive quantities of data. AI chatbots and voice recognition systems will sound like and behave just like real people. AI will be implemented into robots. By 2050, robot dogs and other pets will serve as companions. Robots will dominate factories and begin to serve as teachers, cooks, pharmacists, law enforcement officers, athletes, and other professionals. In 2050, universal translators will remove all language barriers and voice recognition will be ubiquitous. Hundreds of sensors will be installed in our clothes, homes, and overall environment to monitor our well-being and improve our lives. Computing will change. By 2050, we may run on quantum computers. Based on the properties of quantum physics, quantum computers could deliver massive leaps in computing power, outstripping any current transistor-based models. AI and computers will integrate into humans. Brain chips like Elon Musk's Neuralink will treat neurological disorders like Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, spinal cord injury, and blindness. These brain chips will allow people to control computers and prosthetics with no physical interaction. By 2050, we may be controlling things with our minds and communicating through brain signals. By 2050, robotic prosthetics may be stronger and more advanced than our own biological ones. Prosthetic eyes and ears will enter the market, curing blindness and deafness. And in 30 years, like AI, virtual reality will be everywhere.
Welcome all. They just showed you their future, the future that they want. But it's not our future. So, and I would just like a disclaimer there when they were talking about 2050. It's impossible that this is going to go that far. So welcome in all. It's good to see everybody here who's here. Western Warrior, welcome in. You're always here. Welcome. Joe Hill, Effed Up World. I'm not going to miss it this time. That's cool, mate. So welcome. I've lost Growler. I don't know what happened to him. So I'll give you guys a rundown of what it is we're going to do tonight. We're going to be concentrating on these new, not the smart cities we were talking about in the previous streams, but these cities that they are building for themselves and are nearly completed. If my audio is good, could you guys please give me a thumbs up in the chat? That will be good. So these cities are just incredible. And I know a lot of you researching people would have probably found some of these, but this is deep, guys. It's gone to a level that they are, that's why we called it the Elites Playground tonight. Thanks for the thumbs up. Hi, True Seeds. Hi, Davey. 313. Welcome in, Patrick Bradshaw. TJ Antipas. Hi from New Zealand. How's New Zealand going? How's your horsehead Prime Minister? Oh, you poor things. Yeah, just let us know how you're going there. Flying Free, welcome in. Anne, thank you for being here as usual. Excuse me. Anne is a very good friend of ours that we actually communicate on the telephone with, and we know her personally, so she is just a gem to us. Josephine Haley, welcome, welcome. And thanks, Patrick. Where are you? Patrick Bradshaw. Where are you? Where are you located? And we have Elizabeth Marlowe. If you've never been here, welcome. Welcome, everybody. Hello, fellow brethren. Wolfman in Oz. Yes. Okay. So seems like Growler's just stepped into the house. So we're both here.
Okay, yeah,
Squirrel
sorry
Girl's
about
back.
that. I had
Karen
I
and
had some
Kristen.
issues.
Sandy, Kate, excuse me. Squirrel Girl, Karen Ann Preston's in the house from Arizona. Sandy K, BB, hi everybody, Squirrel Girl. Guys, yeah, Ellie Oakley, Illinois, thank you. Could you guys tell us where you're all from? Like Sandy, where are you from? Karen, you're in Arizona. Squirrel Girl, where are you from? Dragon Slayer 6 is back. Where have you been? I have not seen you for a long time. This is our shirtless wonder, this guy. If you have a look at his thumbnail, it's very funny. Wolfman in Oz, good to see you too, mate. Thank you. Anthony Dickinson, you made it. How you going, mate? Hope things are okay where you are. Strawberry skies forever. Do you know that I just saw you on Igor's stream? You were on Igor's stream, and we were watching the what happened in Croatia. So Strawberry Skies, she's saying we've got major buffering. If everybody else is hearing us good, give us a thumbs up. Then we'll know if it's just her buffering or if it's everybody. So how are you going tonight, Growler?
Yeah, getting there. So good to be back online, and yeah, just been going through quite a few things this week. So hopefully a lot of people get something from the stream. So great to see everybody here in the stream. I love and miss you all. And Becca's just done the shout out, and I'll
I have.
do that as we go along. So, but I just quickly want to say a big hi and awesome thanks to our awesome sister Anne Morsworth. You're just awesome. Davey313 and Anthony, Flying Free, Truth Seeds, Josephine, Wolfman, Anthony, Dragon Slayer. So thanks very much, guys, for coming in, and sorry that I had some sound issues, but they're all done now. So yeah, yep, love and miss you guys, and like I said, hopefully you get something out of it today.
Good. I think they will. I told them that it's not the smart cities we were doing last time. These are cities that the elite are building for their new world order. And it's actually showing us how close we are to that transition because these cities are built. There is some still in construction that we don't even know about, and there's more than we know about. So I just wanted to say to Strawberry Skies, I found you today on Igor's stream again. I haven't seen you for a long time, so we found each other again. Yeah, so it's really good to catch up with old people because some of us have been in the truth community here for years now. Some people longer than me. It's only been 3 years for me. So, and I know Strawberry Skies does some excellent work. So visit her channel, please, guys, and show her some love. And Strawberry, you're going blue. Okay, that is done. Now, we want to just show you a video and we might stop it in parts if we feel to say stop it. Growler, same for you. If you feel to say stop, that you've seen something you want to say, please do that.
Yep.
Okay.
Cool.
So we're gonna watch this one, guys. Here we go.
Saudi Arabia is building a futuristic megacity called NEOM deep in a desert bordering the Red Sea. The state has pledged at least $500 billion to make it happen and is now soliciting further investment. Blueprints show wild plans for artificial rain, a fake moon, robotic maids, and holographic teachers. Phase 1 is due for completion in 2020, with the final brick laid in 2025. It is unclear whether it will live up to its sky-high expectations. Saudi officials describe it as the world's most ambitious project. It's called NEOM, a planned 16-borough city on the Red Sea coast in the northwestern Saudi province of Tabuk. NEOM is a portmanteau of the Greek word neos, meaning new, and mustakbal, the Arabic word for future. It will cover 10,230 square miles and cost Saudi Arabia's public investment fund at least $500 billion, plus millions in foreign investment if they can get it. NEOM is part of Vision 2030, an ambitious plan to revolutionize Saudi's society, reduce dependence on oil, and make the country a technology hub. In January 2019, Saudi Arabia set up a company, also called NEOM, to be the driving force behind the building effort. NEOM is supposed to draw on cloud seeding technology to make artificial clouds, which will produce more rainfall than naturally possible in the desert. NEOM will also have the leading education system on the planet, which classes will be taught by holographic teachers, officials say. Another idea is a Jurassic Park-like island for tourists with robotic
Stop it.
dinosaurs.
Did you hear that?
Mm.
Did you hear that,
Yep.
Growler? A Jurassic
Yes, I did.
Park style.
Yep.
Um,
AI, Nephilim,
uh-huh. But
Mary
guess what? It
Clay,
won't be, Myri clay mixed with the
Mary Clay.
iron that the Bible speaks about. This is it. We are there. And now look at that picture. That doesn't look like a dinosaur that I'm looking at. It looks like a devil. It's honestly everything. Excuse me, my voice still hasn't recovered. Everything that they are projecting in this is real in their mind. This is what they're going to do. This is what if they had 10 more years, this is for 2030, the end result. 10 more years, they're not going to get. They're not, because it can't go that far. It's a dragon. It's a dragon. That's a dragon. Thank you. We can continue the video, please.
At night, NEOM is supposed to be illuminated by a giant artificial moon. People will get about using flying taxis, Saudi officials
Stop
say.
it there. Stop it there. It's going to be lit by an artificial moon. Okay. Now, we all know that there's definitely things in the sky, us who watch the sky, us who have the good cameras. We know that there's something definitely wrong. And I do have some footage I took on my P900 that I will put on a normal video, so it won't be a live stream. So please watch out for that. I'll try to do that today, but it won't be me doing it. It'll be messy. So when he can do that for me, we will do that. But there is definitely things in the sky, and they said an artificial moon. Now wait till you see this next bit. This is going to spin your head. Listen to what they're going to do to the sand.
NEOM is working on the notion that in the future driving cars will just be for fun and no longer a method of transportation. So people might drive a Ferrari to the coast, but not drive themselves to work. According to the plan, NEOM residents will be able to choose from more Michelin-starred restaurants per capita than in any other city. The Red Sea coastline will be altered according to the plans, with glow-in-the-dark sand added to its beaches. Construction work has already started on NEOM Bay, phase 1 of the megacity. Some progress has already been made. NEOM Airport is nearly finished and has already been registered as an official international airport. NEOM used a
There you
photo
go.
of Singapore's gardens by the bay in their marketing materials, suggesting that they'll likely draw inspiration from the South Asian
Look at
city.
that.
The Saudi government is already hosting events as the site of NEOM to generate investment and media attention. We just have to wait and see how awesome the city NEOM will be. Thanks for watching. Give us a thumbs up and don't
Yeah, thanks for watching. All right. So this city is a lot more ready and going than we even know. And that's just NEOM. Okay. And that's planned for 2030. But what Growler's going to show you is worse than that. So you're in for a treat, guys. So hang in there. And yeah, welcome to anybody new that's jumped in the chat. Ellie Oakley, how are you, sweetie? Squirrel Girl, I wanted to find out where you live. I've just got to go back in the chat and see if you answered me there. Maybe not. Okay, Clarksville, Strawberry Skies. Oh, there's a song about that. Clarksville, can't think of it. Okay, let's keep going. So, Growler, what have you got
Yes.
for me?
Well, yeah, I've been going through the new Cairo, and which is going to be the new capital for Egypt, because the previous Cairo is all what they say. It's the congestion shocking, and you know, we need totally new infrastructure, and it all goes along the same lines as everything's got to be agreed to climate change, and everything's about the climate. And as we went through in the last live stream, I think the fall of Rome, it actually ties into Gaia worship, and as we'll go through parts of the city, you'll just see a lot of Egyptian hieroglyphs. You'll see the lot, arches of Baal, the whole, yeah. So it's very, very interesting. So what I'll do is I'll just try and break it down and keep it simple, as all the links will be in the description box. And then I've got a few things after that. So if we can just go to the first one there, Messi, that would be great.
Egypt's capital is one of the fastest growing cities in Africa. But despite its population exploding from just 2.5 million people in 1950 to over 20 million people today, development of the city's infrastructure has lagged behind its insatiable growth. As of September 2019, Cairo has just 3 metro lines and is frequently cited as one of the world's most congested cities. Overwhelmed by the deep-rooted challenges affecting this vast urban area, the Egyptian government are now investing $58 billion in constructing the country's entire capital again from scratch. From the Great Pyramids at Giza, formed in 2500 BC, to the Suez Canal constructed in the 19th century, and the Aswan High Dam built in the 1960s, Egypt is no stranger to megaprojects. In the wake of a 2010 study by the World Bank, which found that economic losses caused by Cairo's congestion amounted to more than 4% of Egypt's GDP, and following a period of political instability that affected the progression of infrastructure projects, the country's government took the decision to construct an entirely new capital in 2015. Located 45 kilometers east of the original Cairo, the as yet unnamed city has been under construction ever since. Set to extend over 700 square kilometers, the new city, master planned by American architecture firm Skidmore, Owings & Merrill, will be home to around 6.5 million inhabitants when it fully completes in 2050. Simulating major cities that have evolved over thousands of years, Egypt's new capital will in fact be made up from 100 different residential neighbourhoods, each with its own public square, local shops, schools, and religious buildings. In all, the city will boast over 1,200 mosques and churches, 553 hospitals and clinics, 40,000 hotel rooms, and a vast theme park, set to be 4 times the size of Disneyland in California. While a high-speed rail link with Cairo is currently under construction and set to complete in late 2020, a fleet of electric buses connects the 2 settlements in the meantime. The new city has been designed with the climate in mind. Its landscaping incorporates native plant species and follows the natural contours of the land, while its buildings maximize natural ventilation as far as possible. A 90 square kilometre solar farm will provide a portion of the electricity demand. A large central park, twice the length of New York's, will form the city's green spine. The project's first phase, extending over 168 square kilometres, is set to include a business district with an 85-storey tower that will become Africa's tallest building, 20 further skyscrapers, a government quarter housing the country's 34 ministries, and the country's largest mosque and church. Despite its scale and ambition, the project to construct Egypt's new capital has not been running entirely to plan. While the first phase is now largely under construction, it remains unclear whether the innovative design intentions outlined in the master plan will be fully realised. Furthermore, the second and third phases of the project have been delayed following Chinese investor Fortune Land Development pulling out of phase 2 that is worth around $20 billion. Beyond funding issues, critics of the project believe it is aimed solely at Egypt's wealthy citizens. In total, the city will feature around 100,000 affordable housing units spread across 8 districts. Another concern is that much-needed financial resources are being diverted from addressing Cairo's congestion challenges, despite the original city continuing to expand. Given these factors, it is likely that Egypt's new capital will prove controversial for years, if not decades, to come. However, with works to the first phase progressing at a rapid pace, it is hoped that the city will become a true business and cultural centre as its people begin to shape its course. If you enjoyed this video and would like to get more from the definitive video channel for construction, subscribe.
Yeah, so I just wanted to give you an overview of phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. So now the first thing is when they talk about mosques and churches. Now this city should be going and should be up and running by 2022, the same time as the Abrahamic House in the UAE. Now when they're talking about churches and mosques, what they're talking about is what they've got over in the UAE. So it's going to be Catholicism, you're going to have a Catholic church, you're going to have Judaism, and you're going to have Islam. So the same model in the UAE will be in place in Egypt. Now, the Chinese investment firm that pulled out, the UAE, and as you were seeing in the city of NEOM, and hopefully I'll be doing another $100 billion smart city in Malaysia soon. They've all got the same investors, so you've got all your big investors from the Middle Eastern real estate companies, and they're huge. I mean, they're the ones that have, them and the Chinese are the ones that have got money. So now with this, it houses 6.5 million people in this city. Now, if you did hear that the population of Egypt is around 25 million. So now this is only going to be, of course, it's only for the elite. Everyone from government workers, the military, all their families, and all their families. So, you know, you're going to only have my dad's in the military and he's over there, we get to live there if there's 5 of us there. So, and what they're going to do is they're going to leave the old Egypt, the old Cairo, and they're going to be the slave workers for these sort of cities, and they'll be very select and few. And of course, you'll have to have your vax papers and everything else that comes with it. But as you can see, and I've seen in I've seen in the news and papers and everything online that climate change actually poses a bigger risk now than COVID. So you can really see them starting to bring this climate change down. Yeah, I know it's ridiculous. But as you can see all the solar farms and everything's green, everything's climate change, and as I covered in Rome as
Anthony
well.
Dickinson. Anthony
Yep.
Dickinson just said something really cool. It started in 1972 on the first Earth Day, and it's Gaia worship. And that's right,
That's right.
because I grew up in the 70s. That was, when I was a child, because I was born in the 60s. And I remember how they have done this with the climate change. I can see the build up that they did in this country with their commercials on the TV, and they'd even run it on the radio. There are I could rattle off a lot of old commercials I'm just saying I'm seeing. When I read Anthony's comment there, I just had a flash of I could see the programming and how that's been done for Earth Day, and from Earth Day to climate change and Gaia worship, which it now is, because as you showed in the last live stream through Leland Jones, the coin with the woman birthing the Earth. Okay, that was the last live stream. You showed that. That was Leland Jones' clip, wasn't it? Okay, so I'm
No,
sorry.
that was Dr. Taylor Marshall. Dr. Taylor Marshall
okay.
from America.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, but
okay.
I did show Leland Jones, and that but it's all in there. In Gaia worship,
it's
as you're
all
saying.
the coin. That's right. So it's Gaia worship. So we'll just get back to what you were saying. Sorry, dear.
Yeah, no, that's all right. So yes, as you can see, there's going to be very, very few of these cities, and I'm still going through things and how they're going to work it. And we all know about Agenda 21 and depopulation, and so it's going to make make it easier for them.
Maybe a lot of people here don't, because we've got some new people in, so we might try to explain as we're going along what we're saying instead of just talking to the choir, because we do have a lot of new people.
Right.
So do you know what I mean? Sort of breaking it down a little bit.
Yeah, no worries. Well, you're really good at the Agenda 21. Did you want to say a few things within the smart cities here so you can match it up? Yep.
I did. And what I wanted to say about Agenda 21 was, if my tech guy could, the messy gentleman, I should say, if you could pull up the Deagle report, and we'll just put that on the screen when he's got that. Now, the Deagle report, what Deagle is some of it's like 3 or 4 head guys, CIA. They're way over that. Don't even talk about CIA. Now, and these people put together what they put together the agendas that are going to be implemented in what years. And the Deagle report will show you what the elite have planned. You see, these cities are not for us. They are for ones who are chipped, and they are for ones who are essential workers or essential to their comfort, essential to their comfort, these elites, because we're talking about fallen angels, and then you've got humans, then you've got Adam blood humans who are following these things. So they're not all fallen angels. We know that. But there are so many of these fallen angels who are up there, and they're the ones who want the worship. So to break it down, the Deagle report, maybe Missy can't find that, but that's fine. It's just called Deagle report. It should be on Google if anybody wants to. If any of my moderators could just pop out and have a look and drop a link for the Deagle report, because now I've talked about it, I would like you all to see it. I have shown it in another stream, but that was quite a while ago, and we have a lot of new people here. So sorry about that, dude. Keep going.
No, that's all right. So, it's there's, as you can see, with all these huge smart cities, it's like seen out of Star Wars, or let's say Back to the Future, flying cars, and they'll have all this stuff because we know that the oil and petroleum industries have crashed. with
Yes.
COVID. So that's the idea. So that actually turns them, those city into climate change and climate free.
Maybe just quickly explain to people what COVID actually really is, what it's about, why it was implemented, and how it's been used to fulfill what they wanted. You'll be good at that. Say that quickly.
Yeah, it's just simple because just first of all, they with the 2008-2009 financial crisis, they jolted the markets then and reorganised them, and now with COVID. It's just the icing on the cake because now they can kill small to medium businesses. So, like I said, that creates two classes of people now. So you've got your slaves on a UBI social credit score system, and then you've got the elite. So if you're an elite, if you have $50 million, you're nowhere near it. So the real elites are probably around $500 million, probably from there upwards, I would say, and they would be the elite. And then you have, then you've got your slaves, your drones. So
they're comfort workers, I call them. Like they're essential workers. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So and it's killed 50,000 birds with one stone, really, because we're under medical communism at the moment. That's what I call it, medical communism, because that's the way they can they can impose the strictest laws, the strictest of laws, and by putting fear into people and we don't have to go through the full lot of it, but this is what it's all about: to cull people, to vax them up to whatever Nephilim DNA in the vax. Don't know, but it's an RNA vax, and you've got your quantum dot tattoo that goes with it, with all your with your doctor's records, your bank records, or whatever it is. Everything's on that quantum dot tattoo. So, and of course, you won't be allowed into any of these cities if you don't have Mark of the Beast. So, what we're seeing is a massive transfer of wealth, transfer of power, and a transfer spiritually as well. So that's why I like to put it in those three categories, because it's totally alien to people to start living this way, when they've been so used to living the other way, living in the current world that we live in. So, and we know the elites want their dystopian utopia, heaven on earth, Gaia worship. So it just goes.
That's exactly
just basically right. goes from Babylon. It went from Egypt to Babylon, Babylon, straight to Rome, and now Rome will go back to Jerusalem and Egypt again. So history repeats itself.
And
so
as in
that's
the
just
days
a basic
of Noah.
Overview. That's
there you
correct.
go. That's the days of Noah. You've just, okay, that was really good. Thanks for that.
Yeah. So, Messi, if we could pull up the next one there, mate. That would be good. I've just got quite a few articles here too, guys. So I'd like to present the information on a broader spectrum, and I just want you to have a look at this here. Now, it says preliminary details unveiled for could-be mega-tall skyscraper in Egypt. Now, this is an obelisk. But they'll be turning it into a shopping hub, hotel. You can buy rooms in here. As well, they've got shopping centres, they've got cinemas, they've got all that. But what I find interesting is, of course, this is the main centre of attraction in Egypt. Within the new Cairo, so you can see the point on top of that looks exactly like an obelisk, and you've got the foundations there. You've got the round historic, just for the base of this obelisk. And in the bottom here, this is where all your shopping, everything, your lobbies, all that, all at the bottom. And then in the building here, that's where you can buy rooms. You can go on there, have a look. Real estate, you know, they'll sell you rooms, but it's a lot of money. So if we can just scroll down just a little bit there, Messi, that'd be great, mate. What this is all about is now who your major companies that are outfitting this place are, of course, IBM, Microsoft, Google. And then you've got all your there's a few defense companies in there, Raytheon, Elbit Systems from Israel, and they're putting in the security apparatus for these smart cities. So I've got a whole heap of information on these articles here, guys. So I really implore you to read through it and study it and see what you come up with, because you know, my studies are my studies, and this is what I come up with. I don't want to push anything over to you guys saying this is the way it is. I like people to do their own study. And so you can actually see that it's a full Luciferian system, especially with their old Egyptian hieroglyphs and everything else. So you just have a look at that picture here. And of course it looks fantastic, but if you just see you've got the obelisk there, and then you've got the waterways around it. Now coming down towards the bottom of the page, you can see that little eye of Horus there. You see how they hide these things. You see that little eye of Horus there, just in the middle of the screen, just down near the river there. So these are the sort of things that they put in here. And if you actually have a look at it from above, it actually looks like a big computer chip.
It does. Yes.
And I just quickly want to read this out because I find this very interesting. It says the design description explains how the tower's architecture was inspired from Pharaonic and Art Deco styles, which is Pharaoh, incorporating original obelisk proportions, lotus flower themes, and underlying theme of the Nile River as a connecting element. So lotus flower theme, so we know where that comes on. Casey from Enter the Stars does awesome work, and he's done a fair bit about lotus flowers, Trump, and we all know Trump's a time traveler. We're not getting onto that subject. We'll get onto it later.
No.
But as you can see, they've just got full Egyptian architecture in here, all coming from Pharaoh and lotus flowers, and you can just keep going down there, guys. Have a look at it. I'll whack that in this the description box. So I'm going to go through section by section just briefly. So if we pull up the next one. So this is the Alexandria place that's in the smart city here. If we can just scroll down until we get that picture on there we are, just in the right hand side. I'm not sure if they have a bigger picture than that. Those pictures down on the right hand side, that's it. I don't know if you can click on them, but you'll see what I'm saying here. So you have a look at this, and they've got all Egyptian hieroglyphs, and this is a religious study library sort of place. So it's everyone's accepted, just like the interreligious movement, the interreligious faith that the Pope is doing all around the Middle and around the world as well. He'd be pole vaulting everywhere, seeing all this sort of stuff, and look what I've created, and it'll be a big kick in the bum to him. So he'll like that. And as you can see here as well, I mean, just take the time out to have a look, and you could pick so many things out of here. It just wouldn't be funny. But you can see how beautiful it looks, how amazing it looks, how green it looks, and that's really going to push people towards climate change, and that's what the smart cities are. And this here is the same building as well. That's the other side of the library as well, and this is all built. It's all built, and it's all built. So you can see it's sort of like a Garden of Eden. Garden of Eden, you know, so that's what they're trying to do. And this is just a part of it inside the library here. And as you can see, it's just all it's all AI, all the computers here. It's all AI.
Growler.
Yeah.
Growler, I just have to step out just for a sec to get a charger, so I'm just going to mute myself and I'll be back in a minute. You're going great.
Okay, roger that. I hope so. And this is the other side. I want to try and show you guys as many pictures as I can. So when you go and have a look at it and you say, yes, I've seen that, and you know, maybe I missed something here and missed something there. So I don't think there's any more pictures on there. And if we can just quickly go back to the top. Yes, we do. That's the other side of the library, and hey, there we are. Probably got a pharaoh there, and you've got to have your idols and your pyramids here, and even have a look at the grating here, just where the pyramids is, and then you see in the middle of the building, and there are all little triangles and upside down triangles. So, I mean, guys, it's everywhere. And then you can see the 5G tower masts on top. I'll leave that to you guys. Have a look through it. If we can just go back to the top there, that's great. Thanks, Miss. So it's called the Bibliotheca of Alexandria, really, the Library of Alexandria. So it's a cultural centre. It's a library. It's in the Mediterranean Sea, and they've got lost in antiquities. They'll have antiques there from Giza, the whole lot. So it's pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing. And what I find awesome as well is I find that you have a look at, they're really pushing COVID, and this is going on, but they're not telling you about these smart cities. You really have to go and Google it and see what's happening. You don't see any of this in the mainstream. So they're quietly building and making sure that you that you really keep your focus on COVID, because while the left hand's talking, you've got the right hand showing another hand. So so if we can just go to the next one there, Mess, that'd be great, mate. Hope everyone is well in the chat. Yeah, I'm there. Sorry, I'm just waiting for the next one to come up. No, that's all right. That's fine. And Real Bible Life, great to see you. Great to see you as well. Okay,
I'm trying to find Chris, guys. I'll just let everybody know. There was some people asking where Chris is tonight. I'm just trying to get a hold of him.
Yeah. So Egyptology Research Centre, named after Zahi Hawass, opens in Cairo Smart Village. So we can just scroll down a little bit. The centre will hold lectures, workshops and events. So it's just like a convention hall. It's basically what I was just saying before, but that is, I do urge you to Google that name, Zahi Hawass. I'm not going to tell you. I want you guys to actually find out as well. It's very interesting reading. So all this will be in the description box, and then you've got other related links in there that you want to have a look at that. And Ben, if we can pull up the next one, and then we'll just break down a few things. And if people in the chat know anything about this as well, just whack it in the chat. Tell us what's happening in your country, what the employment's like, what the economy's like, everything. let us know. If you're going to get closed down again, if you're on restrictions, just let us know, guys. So that means I can study more. I love it. I'm sorry. So the smart village, the smart village here in Egypt, and it's a high technology business district in the city of the 6th of October. Of course, it has to be the 6th of October, Egypt, established by presidential decree number 355 in the year 2000. So that was planned a long time ago, and with activities starting in 2001. So and you can't build things on sand. It doesn't work, and the Bible tells us that. So that's can't wait for this thing to fall down, actually. And you've got the smart city village, and they measure in fedans, and that's still something I've got to look up. But I know it's thousands of acres, so it's just utterly huge. So it's a business district with office buildings, retail shops, entertainment factories, and green spaces. So I just quickly want to read the background. Now, the background here, the 58 billion that has been put in. The 58 billion that has been put in was only from the Egyptian government, and that came out of the defence budget because the military will be based in this new smart city as well. So Mr. Murabak, who was the president at that time, signed the decree and provided the land for the building of Smart Village in order for Egypt to build its IT economy and IT industry. Murabak worked to get Microsoft, IBM, and Cisco systems on board. The 2001 decree gave companies in the Smart Village a 10-year tax break. Well, a 10-year tax break. Microsoft, IBM, Cisco will get tax breaks. Awesome. The plan, I wish I got one. The plan was to create several smart villages in Egypt. So as you can see, the tenants here, they are very, very interesting, and there's a lot more to come on board as well. So there are a lot of many private companies. So the Egyptian government put 58 billion in. Then you've got all your private investors from Saudi, UAE, Israel, Iraq, Turkey, Greece, Europe, anywhere you want. So and they're putting unlimited funds into this. So, and the Ministry of Communications and Information Technology is located here as well. So the Egyptian Stock Exchange in 2012 moved its administrative functions to the Smart Village and has one of the largest buildings in the district with a skyway connecting the two. So you've got the Egyptian Stock Exchange, which is basically the new hub, because we all know that New York, the stock exchange there, is just basically running on AI and the stock market stuffed anyway. So that's why they have to create a new head of a new stock exchange as a head. It's just like declaring bankruptcy, throw that one and start a new one. So so they got the Skyway here. So in 2012.
Is that what they do?
Yeah, that's
wow.
Yeah. Well, when the reset comes in, the Great Reset and the World Debt Reset Program. So that'll all be run from Jerusalem and from Egypt, most likely. And so the Research in Motion, a very big group, which makers of BlackBerry, moved their offices here and looked to hire Egyptian engineers. The Alexandria Library opened up an Egyptology Research Centre in the Smart Village in May 2018. And in September, Raya announced it would lease a large space of smart villages. In smart villages, Raya specialises in business process outsourcing. Exceed, a subsidiary of Telecom Egypt, has an operation in the 6th of October Smart Village, 6th of October. So there's just they tell you in plain sight, but you got to know what to look for, and that's what I find is the fun part. So, and as you can see, Missy, would you just be able to go into the gallery here quickly? I just want to
Well,
show you. I just want to show you. Yeah, the tech. Have a look at this. So that's a telecom headquarters. So you got your glass pyramid. Everything.
yep.
Everything looks beautiful, brand new, and so that's one there. If we go to the next one. So I'm not sure. What does it say underneath there? I can't see. I'm not sure. I think that might be a mosque or something. Yeah. So this is the IT and technology tech hub. Have a look at this. It's just unreal. There's no expense spared
Yeah.
here, and
No.
they would be putting trillions into this. That's what I think. It doesn't say trillions, but 58 billion, which is nothing. That's probably just to lay a few bricks, to be honest, or just put it on paper. I mean, the money, the amount of money that this would cost would be horrendous and horrific. So as you can see, everything's looking nice and new. For the elite and for the military, there you go. That's like a massive convention center, pyramids everywhere, man-made artificial lakes, and as you saw on the first one that Beck played, they will be able to make it rain. They'll be able to do the whole lot. So as you can see,
Yeah,
this is a
geoengineering.
smart.
They're telling us.
Yeah,
They're telling us right now
this is.
in our faces.
That's right. That's right. And then you've got your smart city village here. Everything's looking like the Garden of Eden. The world's fine. Nothing to see here. Let's move on.
Beautiful.
So,
Lovely.
yeah. So I'll whack that in this description box as well, guys. So as you can see, I'm not sure. I still have to do some more study and just try and find out of how many of these will be around the world, and I don't think that there will be too many. So most of your major cities around the world will, as I said, will be more like slave strong cities, and these will be the places that the rich and elite go. So I'm not sure. I think there might be only 5 or 6 of these smart cities around the world. But I'll check that. Don't shoot me for that yet, because I don't know how many there are. But I'll definitely get back to you about that. So, sister, what do you think of the smart cities? They're pretty awesome, aren't they?
Well, they're awesome for them, but I'm not going to be here to
Yeah.
see any of it because
No, thank God
you're
for
going.
that.
Well, thank the Father, because
Yeah,
they're
thank
going
Father.
to have to. Yeah, they're going to have to enter these cities. You will be. If you're not elite, you will be an essential worker, which is for their pleasure, or they're slaving, and they will all be chipped. It all comes back down to they have to control the people, as Anthony put in the chat, MK Ultra, but they've gone way past MK Ultra now. As you saw in the video that I played at the beginning, that we are going to play again, because we wanted to break a few things down in that, and it showed. Was that the one that showed the geoengineering in that one? It did,
Yeah,
didn't
that
it?
was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I
I've
think that
got
was
one
your
more
NEOM.
video. Yes,
Yep,
I
go for
have
it.
one more video, and I actually got a video for you to show you and to show everybody. So if Messi could, yes, because I got one on you here.
Yeah.
No.
That's what you
No.
think. That's what you think. I've got a surprise for you in there.
I
So we're
bet.
just having a bit of a
Yeah,
competition here, guys. So
I
just
bet.
put your vote down. Put your vote down. Tell us who you think's going to win.
Okay,
I'm
so we've
joking.
got this video. They'll probably put in Growler back.
Yeah, I know.
It'll be pretty even.
You'll
Now,
win.
we are going to play this video. We've got the video ready to go. Here we go. No audio. Can anyone hear? Yep. He's just going to fix that. But this is a really good one because we're going to stop this and show you how they, what they're doing, especially to the new generation, because, the children that are born now are going to be in their teens, what they think is happening. So they have to get all us on board now. Well, they're not too worried about us older ones, but you think about the new generation while you're watching this. See if the audio's okay now.
You can look at these ancient hills and see nothing. Or you can see nothing to hold you back. No set ways of thinking, no restrictions, no divisions, no excuses. Just endless potential. This is the blank page you need to write humanity's next chapter. NEOM. Over 25,000 square kilometers of inspiration, with room for your biggest ideas. A part of the world set aside for those who want to change the world. A land created to free people from stress. A place where pioneers and thinkers and doers can exchange ideas and get things done.
Stop.
A startup the size.
See those two guys going, yay, just before you stopped it. There were two guys, and they're showing how people are just, oh, they're so happy. Yeah, see that? Woo, yeah. This is great. And you would want to be here. Now, look, guys, I'm telling you the truth. I'm going to tell you something. 99.9% of people are going to take the vax. They're going to take the mark. And then they will decide who of those people they want to enter into these places. So let's keep watching the video.
A startup the size of a country that will change the way we live and work forever. Healthier, happier, with more time for the things that really matter. A truly global culture from every place and background you can imagine that can show the rest of the planet how it's done. With energy that flows from the sun and wind.
Stop.
Neighborhoods that can feed.
Stop it. See, it's already done two things to me that I would look at this and go, oh my gosh, I just want to do whatever it is to get there. The parachuting, the beautiful diving on the reef they showed before. And notice how all the food is grown indoors, all of it.
Yep.
Where's all the animals? We haven't seen one animal. And I just realized that. So I just wanted to say, look how they're making it so you want to be there, They show the parachuting. So just go back just a couple of seconds there and play it from there. Okay.
Neighborhoods that can feed and clean themselves. Technologies that make life everything it can be.
One eye symbolism.
This is where we can prepare together for the next era of human progress.
Ah, lovely.
Some will look at these ancient hills and see nothing. But the rest of the world will know that this is where a new way of living began.
Just stop it there, Missy. Just go back a little bit to, you're sorry if you went out of it. I just want to, just go back to that one eye. There was two one-eye symbolisms in this. They just show you in your face. Here it
Technologies
comes.
that make life.
There it is. There's that one. And then there's also another one. Right, just keep going.
Can be. This is where we can prepare together.
Yeah, what's that little girl holding there? Is that Mummy and Daddy? Mummy's in a really bright red dress. Okay, that's not it, but keep going.
For the next era of human progress.
Just looks beautiful.
Some will look
with
at these
no
ancient
trees.
hills and see
Ready
nothing.
to stop it, Missy.
But the rest
Stop.
of
And there it was. And there's your second one. I mean, it's flagrant. It's because you can't see that. That doesn't matter. That's usually there. If the ads weren't there, it's flagrant what they're doing. This is all goes back to black magic and witchcraft, and they want to rule the world. It goes back to the Georgia Guidestones. I hope that people who are in the chat know what I'm talking about. The Georgia Guidestones were put there. They don't know who put them there. They're massive, massive marble stones which have carved into them the new commandments for the new world, and which says that we must come down to how many do they want, Growler? 500 million, wasn't it? The Georgia Guidestones, guys. If any, you guys, come on.
Yes,
Let's
yes,
see
they
how
do.
good. Let's see how good
Yes.
our people in the chat are. How much
Yeah.
was the population they wanted to bring it down to? 500 million. Yeah, I was right. Sterling's in the house.
That's right.
500 million.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
I was right. Now, you think about that. 500 million, you've only got, 300 something million in America, and just a little bit more, just sort of half it. That's how many people they want on the earth. And they're going to achieve that. They're going to achieve that in a few ways. They're going to achieve it through the COVID, because people are going crazy. We've got suicides going on everywhere. They've got people in fear, thinking they're going to die of a virus that doesn't exist yet. Number two, they will release a bio virus, and then there will be 1,000 at one side, 10,000 at our left, dropping dead. There will, and then use your imagination how this can go. Do you know what I mean? How many facets this has for how the depopulation of us, and then the ones who take the vaccine, they'll only give the good stuff to their people. They'll give them the the adrenochrome and all the stuff they want to keep them alive and young, and they will give the people the infected vaccination. And we could get taken down for this, but what the heck? Let's say it. Okay. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes, can you hear me?
Yep, that's okay, mate. Sorry, I just
That's
didn't know
good. I've just got a helicopter hovering over me.
I can hear that. Yeah, I can hear it
it's not hard. It's not a military one. Yeah, it's
Anthony
not a military
Dickinson,
one, people, so don't.
My cousin is a partner with Ted Turner. Oh my gosh. You poor thing. Ted Turner. Look, I'm an Australian and I even know that name in your politics over there. Yeah, that's no good, Anthony. No wonder you're having a few spiritual attacks. And I'm not laughing, because we've been having them too. So don't worry, we're in the same boat. And Ted Turner is the one. Ted Turner is the one who had the Georgia Guidestones built. Right. Okay. Very interesting. Now, I thought it was anonymous, but there was an what do you call it? An inscription on, yes, who was carved by, and it was Christian someone. Anthony, help me out here. His name was actually Christian, and it was just a mock-up name. But that's interesting. Ted Turner. Okay. Did you guys find that out? Have you got some sort of have you got some white papers on that? RC Christian. That's it. RC Christian. Good on you. You guys are on the ball. See, when I forget something, you guys, they're filling me in on where I forget. Okay, wasn't Turner, it was a Rockefeller. Someone went down that hole. Okay, Sterling. Yeah, see, we have to really get to the bottom of the hole to do the research and find out. Roman Catholic Christian. This chat today is awesome.
Wow.
I've been watching it. Now, did you want to continue with that video? Can we continue with that video, Messi, please? Because we need these people to see this stuff. I mean, it's crazy what's going on. And everybody, look, I talk to people and they all think it's okay. Nothing's wrong with the world. COVID will go away. and we're going back to
Yeah.
normal. And
Oh, gee.
yesterday, I was in tears when someone said that to me, because I want it to be that way. I'm not a depressive person by nature. I never have been. I'm upbeat. I do things. I'm not scared of hardly anything. I'll try anything. But I tell you, I can't help it that we are living in the book of Revelation. It's not my fault. So
Mm.
I'm putting it out there in the spirit. So I'm
Mm.
protected, because
Mm.
I can't. We can only do so much, and I know there are so many of us on this here right now who are so frustrated. A lot of you, most of you, are alone, and you don't
Mm.
have help. And Growler and I, we have each other, but we know what it was like when we didn't. We know what it was like when we were trying to tell people and wake them up to these things.
Mm.
These things seem like they can't. Sometimes there is a thing, I reckon, that they're blinded. They literally can't see the
Mm.
chemtrails. They can't
Mm.
see the globe lie. They just can't.
Mm.
They can't see the other things, that they can't see that vaccinations are bad, because
Mm.
not only are they ignorant, I'm not being mean here, but my people perish for lack of knowledge. That's scriptural. That's what the Father said. I didn't say it. My people perish for lack of knowledge. Now, all of us on here who are on this are wide awake, obviously. I don't mind that we're the choir. Let's be here. Let's be together. I don't care if not
Mm.
one more single person comes, because we've got each other here. And I tell you what, we're going to need each other till this very, very pinnacle we're getting to. They are going to put the capstone on the top of the pyramid, as is on your money. They will put the top on the capstone before 2021. Now,
Mm.
we have the elections over there. From here, it's 2 days for you. No, for here, it's tomorrow. For you guys, it's 2 more days. Everyone's saying Trump's going to win. Just don't be
Mm.
surprised if Biden does, because that would cause the biggest massive riots you've ever seen. And I just,
Mm.
I can't get that out of my head. I could be wrong.
Maybe that's a
I'm,
plan.
well, that's what I'm
Mm.
looking at, how they operate this game. They see as
Mm.
a game, that they even have little cards that they play. You see, that's what these people are all about. Hollywood and that, and all these superheroes and all that. That's what they are. The fallen are the superheroes, but the
Mm.
human bloodline that's following them is being hoodwinked and tricked and told they're going to live forever, told if you just do this and that, you're going to get whatever you want, all the sexual pleasures of your life, all your appetite pleasures, like all the food you like, everything you want. Do you know what? The world's in
Mm.
such a bad place at the moment that how many people are going to fall for this? How
Mm.
many people are going to fall for it? 99.9% at this stage. If we can't have an effect on those around us. And I didn't want to interrupt you, but I have to, sometimes these things come, and people know now that I need to say it right at that stage, at this stage. But
Mm.
what's going to happen is you will be forced to take something that you cannot buy, nor sell, nor trade, nor do anything without this thing. Whatever that thing
Mm.
is written in the book of Revelation thousands of years ago, 2,000 years
Mm.
ago. That is not, I don't care about the Mandela effect. I don't care that the Bible's changed. I know what it was like before the Mandela effect happened, and the Bible could not actually be proven to have been a lie. They tried to
Mm.
prove it to be a lie. And do you know how many people gave their lives to the Father and to his Son because they were trying to um, discredit it, trying to debunk it? Same as flat
Mm.
earth. If you still think the world's round, do me a favor, debunk it. Debunk it. I'll give you $1,000. Debunk it. Show me. Prove to me we live on a globe. because the thing is, we can prove to you we don't. So all these people are hoodwinked. We're not the ones who are deceived. They are.
Mm.
But they don't even realize it. Now, if you fall for the NASA lie, okay, you're going to be hoodwinked into believing in these aliens when they come. I'm not even looking at the chat. Yeah, I'm off my head. I am off. Davey wrote off with my head. Yeah, that could happen, but I'm off my head at the moment with this. This is serious stuff. If you want to believe in NASA and the globe, you're going to believe in aliens. You're going to be hoodwinked and lied to when they come. And I tell you what, if you want to see stuff manifesting, we've got Igor. He's in Croatia. I will drop his link in the chat. Just wait, because I've got to just finish talking. But Strawberry Fields knows. I think she's ducked out now, but Strawberry Fields Forever was on Igor's. These guys in Croatia were on a boat. They were getting drunk, and a thunderstorm came, and they filmed it. And what they caught in that thunderstorm is absolutely incredible, guys. These things are manifesting. We don't worry about spaceships now as such. We've got massive orbs that are manifesting, that are very, and they're generating their own lightning. Okay, so the veil's broken. We know the veil's at its thinnest right now until November the 5th. Okay, so, and that's all in their language. That's what they say. So this is the time that the believers are going to have the hardest time of their lives if we don't cover ourselves. And look, we all do it. We all forget. And then things come in and we go, boom, boom, I can't help, we'll just pray, just pray, just pray, just stop. And all you've got to say is, help me, Father. Because what we're being bombarded with in these cities that Growler is showing you right now, we won't be here to see this, guys. I'm talking to a whole lot of people who will not be here to see this. I hope, because I hope not one of you takes anything you need to buy or sell or trade to live, because that is your ticket into these cities. But then they'll use you as a slave because you're not bloodline, or you're not one of what they want. You don't look like what they want. You don't act like what they want. You don't have the genetic pool that they want. Boom, you're gone. All the disabled people killed, all the older people gone. This is a new world they're talking about. This is their world. And I'll let you go because I'm finished ranting.
Okay. And thank you, Beck. Yeah, no, exactly right what you're saying. And I mean, like you said, when you have something in your head, just spew it out. Only way to be, because then it just comes naturally. So, but yeah, as we know, Beck just hit the nail on the head.
And I did just want to finish by saying, whatever this thing is that you cannot buy, sell, nor trade with, if you take it, you are unredeemable. You will not get there. You will not go to the place. You won't go home. You won't go home. Just don't take this. Whatever it is, you will be unredeemable. Okay, sorry, mate. I just had to throw that in right at the end there.
No, that's fine. No worries at all. Yeah, so we'll just get through the rest of it. I just wanted to show you guys the different things that they actually have in this city. So unit types and prices in the Obelisko new capital. So I mean, this is even on real estate as well. So the Obelisko Tower is the highest tower in Africa today, specifically in Egypt, new capital. The tower is one of the highest towers in the world, as the tower is 1,000 meters high over the surface. The tower contains many shopping centres. Beside,
that's 1 kilometre.
Yeah.
That's 1 kilometre high. Okay,
Yeah, it'll be
sorry.
the highest
Oh
building.
my gosh.
That's all right.
Oh my gosh.
That's all right. There's someone. Can someone just get some first aid up to Beck? No, I'm joking. I thought you were going to die on me there. So the tower contains many shopping centres besides residential units, designed to be, like I said, the big Pharaoh obelisk. It's it's just amazing what they've got in store. So. If we can just scroll down a little bit there, Miss. Thanks, mate. I'll just go back up a little bit. Sorry, brother. Okay, just a little bit up there. That's it. Sorry about that, mate. So they said it's a unique tower and is executed by Al Nassar Housing Development, which is a very rich entrepreneurial housing and development firm owned by people in Saudi, UAE and Bahrain. As a project is not just a large residential tower, but a perfect community offering all services and advantages, granting the client feelings of being in a perfect services and facilities area. So they want everything to be perfect. And what does Satan want? He's trying to imitate heaven where everything's perfect. So that's what they're trying to do here as well. So the tower is executed to cover a vast space in the new capital, and it contains 250 floors consisting of many penthouses besides entertainment parks, cafes, shopping centres and more. So the tower also contains a large 50-floor hotel plus many health resorts in the building, swimming pools and more indispensable items for more luxury and amenity for residents. So if anyone in the chat wants to buy one of those, good luck with that, because it's going to be very expensive. But it'd be a great place for base jumping. That'd be good fun. So I'll leave all this in the description box, and if we can just pull up the next one, Messi, that'd be great. That's just a little trainer jet. It's going
Beautiful.
over, so someone must.
Beautiful.
Yeah, someone must
I'm
have
going to
some
do.
money.
Are you going to buy me some? What? It's my birthday soon. In a minute.
Yeah, I'll buy. I'll
weeks.
buy the big obelisk. I'll buy the big obelisk.
No,
No, I'm joking. I'm joking,
heard
guys.
the plane go over. Aren't you gonna buy me? I'm gonna fly. I'm gonna go for a flight.
Yeah. Yes, I'm going to
gonna
buy
fly
her
at
a
the plane.
Super Hornet. Super Hornet. Yep.
You're
So
going to
it's
buy me
$120 million a piece.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna kill him.
Yeah, I know.
No,
I'm joking.
going to buy me? Weren't you going to buy me an instructional flight? I want to go for an instructional flight.
Oh yeah. But I'll need my Nurofen back. Okay. Okay. So this is.
Oh my gosh.
This is. If we can just scroll down a little bit there, Mess. Sorry. A bit more up. Sorry, brother. I just want people just to see this. Building here. But this is the city here. So as you can see, that's the model of the new just the capital centre of the city. There's other massive places around within the city, but as you can see, just like the one in Saudi, and it's basically the same sort of setup, but in a different environment and different roles that these cities play. So thanks, mate. COVID. That's fine. Yeah. And as you can see, so the Egyptian government announced the partnership with a UAE-based company to fund the creation of the new capital city. So you've got all your investors from the Middle East, and they're the most cashed up boys, apart from the Chinese, I would say, or even more cashed up than the Chinese boys.
Yeah.
So that's why they're creating this city, because there's so much congestion in Cairo. So that's their excuse. And the new city will create 21 residential districts. 21 residential districts. So there's plenty of space, and this is just this will house just 5 million people, and the city will have over 650 hospitals, as it says at the start of this video, and clinics, 1,250 mosques and churches, hotel, malls, and a theme park double the size of Disneyland, and the park that goes, the park that is in this smart city is, I think, 4 times the size of Central Park in New York. So it's a very, very big undertaking, massive project, and these are nearly finished. To be honest, they're nearly finished. They'll be opening up in 2022. So
wow.
you know,
That's
it
not
won't
long.
be opening up in no. So like I said, that goes in with the Abrahamic house. So you've got your interreligious, you've got your religious hub, you've got your business hub, you've got your IT hub, you've got your I'd say Egypt and the Saudi Arabia will be your pleasure hubs, like where you can go to day spas and have all the luxurious things you want. So it'll be very, very well mapped out. So if we can go to the next one there, Mess, that would be good.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony, F14s are outdated.
We got to go out
Yeah.
to our go out and see our jets, eh?
Yes, and yeah, we'll be like Helen Keller, scream our fingers off. So if we
I can't spell the word pilot. Sorry.
okay, so if we can just stop here. So I just wanted to give you a brief overall view, guys, there of the new Cairo, the new world order, or you know, everything's new now. Everything's new, as we know, and I hope that was informative for you, and so you can just see the different little districts and how it all marries in with each other, and have a look at, like I said, your big construction companies. Have a look at your Cisco and IBM and Microsoft, all AI. It's all AI. Okay, so I'm now what I'm doing is I'm taking just a different approach here. I'm just going to show you a few things now. As you could see, what's happening in Melbourne, what's happening in Philadelphia. I know there's National Guard have been deployed now in Philadelphia. If anyone in America, if you can tell me how many cities, how many cities have National Guards and whoever else is patrolling there security wise. Now, I was having a look at that. I was having a look at the National Guard being actually deployed in America into the cities, and I just actually think they've deliberately created these rights to put the National Guard, Army, and military all in place for the vaccine to come out. So you can see that it's already they've already got all their outposts, they've got all their guard units, army units, and everything else. So now now there's been we know that Europe is going through their second wave, and there's new lockdowns. There's new lockdowns in the UK, Spain, Italy, Belgium, the Netherlands, and as I went through the last live stream, all these places all have strong cities. So what they're doing is they want people to revolt. They want all these people to revolt, because then if people protesting and saying we want change, you know what they're going to come out and say? They're going to say, "Oh, well, you're right, and you know everyone should be equal." And this is how they're going to bring in the NWO. This is how they're going to bring in equality. This is how they're going to bring in their one digital currency. This is how they're going to bring in the UBI, and this is how they're going to control you. So I just have a look at these videos, guys, and this is going on worldwide. So just have a quick look. Thanks, Mess.
Whoa. Cook some marshmallows on that one.
Yeah, it's been nice.
Break out my extension fork. Remember, I bought that proper marshmallow fork.
Yeah.
Oh wow! Which city is this?
This is Spain.
Okay. And this is yeah.
That's
Oh,
right, yeah.
boy.
Last few days, yesterday, today.
Yeah.
Mm.
Wow. Yeah, cities are not good
It's just,
places.
So there's, yeah, so there your strong city sort of, strong cities, vehicles, your police and the rest. So we'll go to the next video as well there, Messi. So I just want to, so you guys know that basically Europe's on fire, and they're shutting everything down. So if we just play on this one.
L'analisi della curva epidemiologica segnala una rapida crescita, con la conseguenza che un po' in tutti i territori della nostra penisola la diffusione del contagio e anche lo stress che ne consegue sul sistema sanitario nazionale hanno ormai raggiunto livelli preoccupanti.
Yeah, well, we can see what's happening. Boy.
So yeah, so they're going to tell you when the close is. So just keep reading. Yeah. There's your strong city, your red. There's your color-coded stuff. All UN troops here. All the numbers on the back. Same thing.
Yep. Color-coded.
Yep. And they'll last a lot longer than that. So
So, yeah, so it's much of the same, is it, Growler? Is that all just
Yeah,
this one much of the same?
They vary a little bit. So it's good to get a yeah. So that's telling you what's happening in Naples, the restrictions, what's happening in Spain, the restrictions, and basically it is the same sort of script. And as you saw in Melbourne as well, your color-coded cops, same sort of thing. So it's happening worldwide.
Same.
So this is this is what they want, and I will go into the World Debt Reset Program later, not in this live stream, but in another one down the track. And this will sort of like marry in what I've been saying over the past 5 live streams. So as you can see,
Just to give a recap for some people that have come in late, we've got quite a few that have just joined. We've just been showing these incredible cities that are being built for the elites, and that if you're in this chat, that you will probably not ever get to see, because you shouldn't be here to see these cities. And we have a new. I'd like to welcome in Paige Delaney, who asked me, had I seen Kazakhstan? Now, Kazakhstan was the very first one I had ever seen. And here are the top 10 buildings in Kazakhstan. And we can skip through these as, we don't need to play this in its entirety messy. We can just skip through, but we'll see. It's only a short video, so yeah, we'll play it. Let's have a look. This is Kazakhstan. Astana, capital of the New World Order. We're starting with the small ones.
Mm.
And all the weird shapes, all the Masonic shapes. Ending 210, it was finished. This place has been done for 10 years. Ah, look at this one.
Mm.
(2002). What's that? Temple. 210. This is.
Yep. That's right.
They had this done all under our noses because everybody only started to wake up after 2012.
That's
we had
right.
a few people wake up with the. We had a few start at Blind 11. That's when it really started. But something happened in 2012. So this is Kazakhstan, and if you see a picture of Kazakhstan from above, which I don't think they're going to show it on this, it's just incredible. Look, and yep, all done 10 years ago. Imagine what they've got now. And these are all built on ley lines as well. They know.
Yep.
I think we were talking about this, Growler, and I think they're portals.
Yeah.
There's certain places that are portals. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Emerald towers. Oh, why would you build a building shaped like that? You know, that's wow. There you go. Thanks,
There you
Paige,
go.
for thanks, Paige, for mentioning Kazakhstan. That wasn't a really good example because I just quickly went into Kazakhstan when she said it while I was on talking to you guys as well and trying to find something that was it's actually Astana, isn't it? It's
Yep.
Astana in Kazakhstan. So
Yep, that's right.
it yeah. So what it's like this. I think this might have been the first one that was ever built.
Yep.
Just
Well, it
trying.
looks like it
I'm
actually,
just
doesn't it?
well, yes, because the one that you were talking about in Egypt.
Yep.
Do you know when the starting date, the very starting date for that was?
It was in 2015, I think it was.
Okay, so
Starting
yeah,
date was
that's more
2015.
recent. Okay,
Oh
so
yes,
that's
yes,
more
yes.
recent. Now, do you know we've also got there's one in Russia. They've all got them. Do you
Yeah,
know there's one in Russia? Yeah. Yep,
it's
there's one
in
in Russia.
Minsk. In Minsk, I think it is.
The one in Russia.
Yeah,
It
yeah, I
is
think it's in Minsk.
no,
Minsk, is it?
Rabulivio
Okay, that sounds
Arkan
Italian.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not talking Italian. I'm trying to be a Russian. Now,
Okay,
please. Now,
just have that
it's
bottle of vodka.
Rublevo. Anyway, that was a
Yeah,
good
I
go
know
at
that
that.
place. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
know
in
that one.
Russia. Okay.
Yeah,
So
okay.
that's one in Russia. But if you guys want to do a bit of research into this, just put in futuristic cities in YouTube, and guys, you'll see what we're talking about. So, yeah, sorry, and back to you.
Okay. Okay. So now, if we can just bring up the next one there, Ness, that would be great, dude. Now, we'll pause it first. I think that's a right one. Yes, so we'll pause that. Now, I've got a bit of bad news for you guys. We knew about the Fukushima accident when Japan got that massive tsunami and earthquake and everything. And
2011, I think that was
yeah, that's right.
2011.
Yeah, and there was a crap load of radiation, nuclear contamination, the whole lot of the Pacific Ocean, and it was actually washing up on Canadian shores, and I think
That's
it was
right.
the American shores of the East Coast, or was it West Coast? No, West
It
Coast.
was Canada.
So yeah,
It was Canada.
so now what Fukushima have done is they want to do it as soon as possible, as you will hear. They want to release 1 million tons of contaminated water into the sea. So if we can just play this, Messi, that'd be great.
This is the Fukushima nuclear power plant in Okuma, Japan. It has become a mounting concern for scientists and Japanese officials over the contaminated water that has been piling up in tanks outside the structure.
My concern is more about other forms of radioactivity that's still in there.
Nearly 1.2 million tons of radioactive water is sitting in hundreds of tanks outside the plant and has been building up daily since the Fukushima nuclear disaster, where an earthquake and tsunami crippled the plant in 2011. Officials have potential plans about releasing the radioactive water into the sea.
現時点で政府としての処分方針や決定時期を決めたという事実はありません。先送りすることはできないと思っています。今後できるだけ早く政府として責任を持って処分方針を決めたいと考えています。
It's a common practice for nuclear plants to release traces of water that contains tritium, a radioactive chemical that isn't very toxic when released in small amounts into the ocean. However, the tsunami in 2011 caused multiple nuclear meltdowns at the Fukushima Daiichi plant, and the damage left tons of contaminated water that is still being dealt with today.
You have groundwater every day flowing into and making contact with the molten core, picking up radioactive materials. So it's a consequence of the earthquake that broke down some of the barriers.
In the past, the Fukushima plant's officials said they plan to filter the radioactive water, which will get rid of most chemicals except tritium, and then release the filtered water into the sea. But if other harmful chemicals are not filtered before dumping, it can harm the marine life and fish that eventually get consumed by humans. Buessler says before dumping, Japan needs to prove that they've efficiently filtered the water, then slowly release it into the sea and actively monitor the damage it's causing.
I haven't seen any progress since they've started to release that
I'm gonna pass
data
out.
for removal of these non-tritium contaminants. So my challenge would be to them is, let's remove these contaminants, then show us what's in each tank.
Some local reports say the Japanese government may make the decision to dump the radioactive water from the Fukushima nuclear power plant into the sea before the end of October. Japanese officials have denied the reports and say they haven't reached a decision yet. Thanks for watching Global News. If you want to stay up to date on the latest...
Yeah, so
Well, that really sucks, doesn't it? That really sucks.
Well, yeah, tritium, which is part of, which is a very toxic chemical from nuclear reactors or nuclear weapons or nuclear explosions, whatever. They say that they water that down, and in very small amounts it's okay, but it's impossible. It's impossible. They can't filter it out because even with nuclear waste, you've got to dump it for 1,000 years right underground, and it's still a problem. So I think I get the feeling that when this happens, I think that this might be one of the plagues, maybe killing all the sea life, and I'm getting that sort of vibe. I'm not sure. I'm not saying I'm right, but I mean, if they're going to release all of that into the sea, it's not looking good. Along with all the other, along with all the other,
so sorry.
Well, that's it. Because the thing is, with Fukushima, when it blew up anyway, the amount of shit that it put into the atmosphere and into the water. I mean, you can probably catch fish with 9 tails and 3 eyes now. I mean, there was enough.
They are.
Yeah.
They are. I've seen some horrors that I know.
Yeah.
I see some horror because I'm into fishing and diving. That's my favorite things. I watch things like that, and I have seen some monsters. These things are not right, and that's why everything's dying. It's not. Look, it's not only the radiation. What about the bunker fuel that they're dropping in the ocean? Does anybody here watch Mike Morales' channel? The bunker fuel, they're just dumping it everywhere. You know, I've swam through stuff that I probably should be dead. You know what I mean? That's in the water. And I know from diving up north, I usually go up to past Mackay of the Great Barrier Reef where we used to live, and we go up past there to a beautiful place called Bowen, which is literally reef just off the shore as coves, and it's still on the sea, but it's protected from the winds the way it is, and it was magnificent. When I first went there 23 years ago, I couldn't believe it. It's like a wonderland. Now I go there and all the colourful coral is dead. There are little tiny bits of purple and green here and there. It is mostly your browns and oranges, and all the sea life that used to hang in the coves is nearly all gone. And we take oats out to feed the animals. Well, you know, to attract the fish, and We did that last time we were up there, and
Yeah.
there was hardly anything following us. It's not even worth talking about. You know, I might have seen one Venus tuskfish in the whole time I was diving there. So I know what they've done. They've nearly ruined the entire planet, and it's what it said. It's what it says in the Bible. If the Father doesn't intervene in this, no flesh will be saved. None. The birds, the animals, us. Look at us now. Well,
Yep.
we are weaker. We are smaller than any other generation ever. So please continue. Thank you.
Yeah. So, I mean, so. As Anthony, I think I just saw Anthony saying it's probably one of the third seal. Yeah, probably be one of them. I would say because we know we're just basically at the tipping point right now, and just quickly we do. Australians are getting vaxxed by March, it says in the paper. So it'll be your old people, your health workers, your essential workers, and it'll be police force, military, all that sort of thing. And then, I think probably 3 or 4 months later after that, then we will be. So, exciting times at the moment. And talking about exciting times, we don't know where this election is going. And, you know, I've been watching Obama make a move, and when Obama was in power, actually Joe Biden was running the country when Obama was in secretly, and I know a few of you guys behind the scenes. They're all Biden's. They're all Biden's ideas, basically. So I'm watching and having a look at Obama coming up and really pouring it on for Biden. And nothing would surprise me at the moment. So I just wanted to just show one last video, I think it is.
The Democratic Party has added
hang on. Yep.
to its final election.
Yep.
Barack Obama joining forces with Joe Biden for the first time this campaign. Both men cast a dark vision of a future under President Trump, who took his offensive to another swing state.
An aspiring president and his old boss called in for a last-minute air bump.
You just pause there.
Popularity boost.
I miss you too.
So text. I just want to have a look at this. As it says there, text MI to 330-330. So very much Sonic. Battle for the soul of the nation. So just have a look at that. You can really read into that. It's all pretty self-explanatory. So as you can see, Biden the retard has just got no idea. I'm sure he's got Alzheimer's and whatever you want and whatever else goes with it. And you know, I'm just thinking if Biden does get in, he has any health episodes or something, you know, on it'd either be Kamala or maybe Obama. So
well, did you hear the latest on Kamala? That they reckon that there's this double running around, and it's not even her because it's a face mask. So you've got another thing, another psyop that they are doing on this hand, right? With all that. So I think they want your country, America, the United States of America. I think what they want to do to you guys, this is it. They want to pull apart the whole system right now. They've already crashed the economy, so they can. That's not a problem, but they need to crash the people. And if they did put Biden in, as Richie from Boston was saying, he drove all around the country. He's Trump everywhere. Trump signs everywhere. He said he saw 3 Biden signs. He might have been underestimating, but you know what I mean. What he was saying was, it's everywhere. It's like everyone loves Trump. So what would they do? Of course, they're going to maybe throw a real spanner in the works here, put Biden in. Next minute, but something happens, like you said, and it will be Obama in. That is the only way Obama could get back in, but they'd still have
That's
to
right.
do away with that amendment. So, but the amendments have been done away with because now we're under medical martial law. You guys are. Yeah, what did you call it?
Everyone is.
Medical military martial law.
No, it's medical communism, medical fascism, and medical communism.
Yeah, that's what you call it.
And yeah, that's what I call it. So it's medical communism, because I find that I mean, martial law is much kinder than what medical martial law is. Medical martial law is a lot more stricter. So therefore, it stops businesses from opening, and it's all to get people to fear of their health. I didn't want to play any more of this video. I just wanted to show you guys. This will be in the description box, but showing you the numbers and then the slogan "Battle for the Soul of the Nation." So all at this time, I just find it. Quite amusing that it's happening now, but definitely not surprised. So I don't know. To you guys in America, maybe you might be able to let us know really what the polls are like, because I'm not sure if we're getting the right information here. People are saying Trump is 80%. Biden's only 20%. So I'm not sure if it's going to be a Trump slide. I don't know. It really doesn't matter who really gets in anyway. Anyone that gets in after the election is really going to show their true colours of who they are. And going along, I was going through all the riots in Italy, Spain, UK, and everything going here in Melbourne, and everyone is saying Trump is the only hope for the Western world, and everyone thinks the whole Western world is against him, and they all think the communists are trying to kick Trump out. And I mean, he gives Garvey $2 billion. He's going to get the military to roll out the vax in a powerful, forceful way. He's the 33rd highest ranked Scottish Rite. Jesuit trained on top of that. He's a Kabbalist. He's got Apollyon on his ceiling, so that's quite a good. It's quite a good resume. So, but he's ticking all the boxes at the moment.
If he's not, he thinks he is, and Lucifer will use him, and he will go from one to the other. I think, as I just said to Gary H, I think Lucifer is jumping from the person who's in power at the time, then back again. Like Obama, he was in Obama. I saw him in Obama. You could see Lucifer in Obama. Like he's here, but guess what? He's going to make a grand entrance. There's going to be a birthing. There has to be a birthing, which will be a water event. And then he will come out in whatever body he wants then. And Trump and Obama will probably be well and truly gone by then. We will have all forgotten about them, because whoever this, this is how it could work. You know what I mean? So I've gone off the thing that Trump's the Antichrist, Obama's the Antichrist. Well, yes, in a way, both are, because he's jumping from one to the other and using them. But in the end, I think he's going to fool us all. Even the ones who think, the ones who've been really thinking about this, and we've been trying to work this out for a long time. And I think it's going to be someone we've never seen before. It's just going to be beautiful. It's just going to be wonderful. It's like all these things they're showing you with the World the Economic Forum, when they show you that the Great Reset and how great it is, when we get to that reset, everything will be beautiful, and they show the happy people and the green fields, and there's even bees again, So it's time to make a decision, because we're there. That we're not going to have our freedom for much longer. So we have to choose now who you will serve. And
Absolutely.
yeah, I'm serious. I'm absolutely serious about this. I'll just have a look at the chat for a minute. Chris Aussie, welcome in. Western Australian Public Health Act states an unauthorised person can come to our house and use necessary force, including strip us naked, to administer evaluation procedures or vaccines. Bring it on
right.
here. Bring them on here. See what happens when they come to our house and try that. Sorry, I'm going to get angry. I told you I've been having anger problems. Look, that's not on, Chris. That's not on, is it? That is disgusting. They can go into your house, use necessary force, including strip you naked. They're going to have problems when they come to our door if they try this. And so are we. And we know that, and we're prepared. That's why we're doing this channel. I'm not fearing anything coming. I'm not fearing death. That'll be the good part, because this life has been so hard. It has. I had my good parts. I've had my, I would never, ever, the Father's given me everything I've ever wanted. He's given in that way, in family, in my love, what I have around me, the little children here. I've got everything I want, but I don't want it in this world anymore. Finished and done with it. And we know that we all feel, and the ones of us been called to do this have been saying this for years. We all feel, we felt it getting closer and closer and closer. But if you go on other channels like this, well, there's not many like ours, but if you go on other channels, you will find even Aya, she's saying, oh, I feel like, it's the end. And people are saying it's just, this is it. It feels like it's the end. And yeah, it sucks. It sucks. And when we're trying to tell our family members this, who are making plans for next year or plans for the year after. I even had a guy today, I rang up about diving, and he said, oh yeah, we're planning 2 years when we'll be able to go back to Indonesia. We've planned a trip to for Indonesia. And I laughed, this weirdest laugh that's ever come out of my body. I don't even know why. It's just no idea.
Swimming there. You're swimming there.
Swimming.
You can guess. You're swimming to Indonesia.
Oh yeah, I'll swim there, because that's the only way you're going to get there. That's why I laughed so hard, and I didn't say it to him. It wasn't the right situation to do that. But we've got problems on our hands. We can't make plans for the future. We can't make plans for our children. And what about all the people in Melbourne that have had grandchildren born in Queensland or anywhere? They can't see their families. This place is a riot. It's a mess. It's a flipping mess. We need to get out of here soon. We do.
I agree.
Sorry,
absolutely.
mate.
No. That's all right. Yeah, I know. That's unlike you.
Stream 29, just remember, was the one you don't want to listen back to, because I'm going.
No. That's all right. That's what it's about, sis. Yep.
Yeah,
so,
I know.
But yeah.
Gary H. iPet Goat 2 shows you that Obama is the Antichrist. Yes, it does. However, you've got to think, iPet Goat 2 was put together by the Luciferians, wasn't it? So, yes, they've shown us a lot of truth. Yes, Obama probably will come back. Yes. I don't know what they're going to do to Trump. I'm not sure. But Sterling, Leland Jones, Trump is the Antichrist. Everything marries up with Trump more than Obama, way more. And we thought it was Obama. We thought it was Trump. Look, it is a spiritual battle. Satan can jump into whoever he wants to, but he can only be in one place at one time. But he is powerful here, guys. And he can jump from Obama to Trump. So you're looking at the same thing. Does that make sense, anybody?
Yes, it does.
Well, it's...
Yes, it does.
Yes, there are 444 news sites that say Obama is the Antichrist. Yes, Prophecy 444 News, sorry. Everyone, look, 6 months ago, everyone was saying the Obama was the
Yeah.
Antichrist. Now everyone's saying Trump is. That's what I'm saying. Why don't we just leave it alone? Because it's all going to manifest very shortly now. And we are going to see who it's going to be. And it's going to fool, I won't say hoodwink, because they're hoodwinked. We aren't. It could fool all of us if we are not prepared to be fooled. I'm prepared to be fooled on the grandest scale because I saw the globe lie. That to me was the grand delusion when I found that out, because that is something we were trained from a child. First thing you see, walk in a classroom, it is indoctrinated all the way through your life. You want to watch children's shows, cartoons now, it's all space. It's all space, all of it. Why? Because that's Satan's world. There's your lie. Turn off the TV, guys. Now, I'm ranting again. Sorry, Growler.
No, that's it. No, that's all right. No, that's all right. I was just going to. That's all I've got for today. I was just going to quickly thank people.
Okay. Yep. So
Just
you've
quickly, thank you.
ran through.
Thank you.
No, can you hang on before we thank anybody? Can you just hang on?
Okay.
No,
Okay.
I don't want to go into. I don't want to go into the we're leaving straight away mood. We've still got 45 people here in the chat.
Oh, beautiful.
And yeah, and we've had a solid 45 the whole time. So you
Beautiful.
guys
Thank
are
you so much,
amazing.
guys.
You guys are amazing. This wouldn't be happening without you. You guys are what it's all about. It's not about us. We're just trying to do our best. We're just two Aussies who have had the school of hard knocks our whole lives. And 3 years ago for me, I started finding out things were not what I was told. And then I went from there. And I am here. And now I am here. And my lovely Paul McCallan just walked in. How are you, dear? Now, guys, I wanted to read you a psalm that I got from the Father directly the other day. And I told Growler when it happened, it was just amazing. It's just the way it's worded. It's just lovely the way it's worded. And you'll just listen. Come and let us praise. Now, I'm not going to say Lord or God, guys. I don't say that. I say Father. So it says, come and let us praise the Lord. Sorry, the Father. Let us sing for joy to the Father whom protects us. Let us come before him with thanksgiving and sing joyful songs of praise. For the Father is a mighty Father and a mighty King over all the gods. He rules over the whole earth, from the deepest caves to the highest hills. He rules over the sea which he made, and the land also which he formed. Come, let us bow down and worship him. Let us kneel before the Father, our Maker. He is our Father. We are the people he cares for, the flock for which he provides. Listen today to what he says. Don't be stubborn as your ancestors were at Meribah, as they were in that day in the desert of Massah. There they put me to the test and tried me, although they had seen what I did for them. For 40 years, I was disgusted with those people. I said, how disloyal they are. They refuse to obey my commands. I was angry and made a solemn promise. You will never enter the land where I would have given you rest. Wow. To me, that he spoke to me through that when he gave me that. It starts off as a song of praise, and then it's just an absolute warning that what happened in Egypt and all those unbelieving Israelites, that he smite 22,000 in the desert in one day because they were all worshipping Baal. They were doing bloodletting. They were doing blood libel. So that is that is a really, I just wanted to give you guys that scripture because it spoke to me. It spoke to me, where they're singing song. Don't be stubborn, he says, as your ancestors were in the desert. If we're stubborn, we're not going to receive anything from him. And then this was, I'm trying to find something, guys. It was very, very important. The prophets are too drunk to understand the visions that the Father sends, and the priests are too drunk to decide the cases that are brought to them. The tables where they sit are all covered with vomit. Not a clean spot is left. He's not talking about alcohol there, guys, as you guys would know. They complain about me. They say, who does this man thinks he is teaching? Who needs his message? It's only good for babies that have just been weaned. He is trying to teach us letter by letter, line by line, lesson by lesson. This is Isaiah talking, guys. If you won't listen to me, then the Father will use foreigners speaking some strange sounding language to teach you a lesson. He offered you rest and comfort to all of you, but you refuse to listen to him. That is why the Father is going to teach you letter by letter, line by line, lesson by lesson. Then you will stumble with every step you take. You will be wounded, trapped, and taken prisoner. He gives us so many warnings not to go near these people and do their Baal worship, not to be involved in Halloween worship, not to be involved in Christmas worship. I know it's very hard. We have families, and my family still celebrates these things. But I sort of just stay quiet in the background on those days. And it is very hard. It's very hard. But it's something that we cannot be a part of, because that is why he smote them. He came back, seen them kneeling down at a golden calf that they'd, melted all their jewelry and made this stupid statue of a bull that they thought could give them what they wanted when the Father was guiding them all the way. They couldn't have got through the desert for 40 years without having help. That's ridiculous. There was millions of them. So every time he gives us a warning, and that was 2 warnings I got in 2 days. And it was just to tell everyone that we all need to be told this, guys. It is what it is. I don't know what else to say. And it's your turn today to lead us out in prayer, Growler, and also to say the shout outs at the end.
Okay then. All right. So if you can just bow our heads quickly. Thank you, Father, for this beautiful fellowship that we've had today, and I pray that we've been. I know we're not good enough as people, but to deliver your message and for your Holy Spirit to talk through us, we're so thankful for that. I pray for everyone, for the blood of Yeshua to be over and cover everybody here in the chat, and here everywhere in the whole world. Just cover everybody as much as you can, precious Yeshua. And all we ask is for love, patience, and guidance. That's all we need. We need
strength.
We need wisdom,
Strength.
discernment, and strength. Wisdom, discernment, and strength. So I pray that you uplift everybody here in the chat. If anyone's having a bad day, please, Father, give them strength. And I pray that everyone here in the chat is revealed things through the Holy Spirit, because we aim to walk closer with you, Father, and we aim to walk in the Spirit. And I pray that you reveal things to us, keep us awake, and just being a representative of your love, patience, and kindness. I pray this in your precious name. Amen.
Thank you. So be it. Thanks, Growler.
Yep. No worries,
Okay,
sister. So
It's been a
yeah,
wonderful stream, guys. Thank you for staying
Yeah.
with us for what, nearly 2 hours. My phone's
Yeah.
gone. It's nearly 2 hours, I think. So, guys, you guys
Yeah.
are awesome, and we are doing 2 streams a week now. So you will see us, or it will be your Thursday evening, 7:30
Yeah.
Central Standard
Yeah.
Time will be the next one.
Mm.
So yeah, Thursday night, 7:30 Central Standard Time. So
Yeah.
that's when we'll be on next. We haven't decided what
That's
we're going
right.
to do next because there's so much going on. We can't really make a decision until like 2 days before, sometimes just the day before. And we're putting all this information together sometimes just in one day because so much is going on over here. We're looking there. So it's pretty, things are moving along very fast, and I believe time is compressed as the Bible told us it would be. In the end, that time would be compressed, and how definitely how everybody's seeing the correlation with all the numbers going on, the 88s, the 888s. Need I say more? And I just thank you to all our new people. I know we have a lot of people that sit in the background that usually don't talk, but a few of them have tonight. So thank you so much for coming on board and joining us. It's been a pleasure to be here. And we love you all. I'm not going to go through all your names because we just told you we are here for you all. Our email address, it's just all lowercase,
Yep. Yeah.
beckfromoz@gmail.com. It's easy
Yep.
as beckfromoz@gmail.com. If you want to email us anything, and if you need any prayers, anything, guys, just tell us
Yep.
what you need. So
Yeah. Just
we love you all.
just message us, guys. Just message us. Anything we can do. Anything we can do, and or you just want to have a chat because you're lonely. We've all been there. When you're studying this sort of stuff, and you're by yourself, and no one listens to you, no one understands, and all think you're crazy, and it's a lot of opposition to fight as well, especially when you're trying to find out what's happening prophetically in the world. But there are a few people that I really want to thank. I really want to thank the lovely Ann Walsworth. Thanks, mate. You are just awesome. Just love you. And hope your family's well. Davey 313, you were just awesome. Thank you so much for your support. Kathleen Miller, Paige Delaney is our beautiful sister. Zoe Round, we love you so much, mate. Love you heaps. Megs F, DJ, Bubba News. Please go over to Bubba News, show some love. And I will actually as well. I'm always so busy. I've got about 3 or 4 topics going at once. That's just me. So sorry about that, guys. But thanks to F.E. Mary, Shirley Graham, Real Bible, Real Life. Thank you so much. You're just awesome. Anthony Dickinson, is it? Yeah, Anthony Dickinson, you're awesome, mate. Thank you so much for sending us those links. And yes, I will go through that today or tomorrow. Shane Barber, Gary H, and anyone else that I haven't. Flying Free too. Thanks, Flying Free. It's great to have you on board, and you've got some awesome information. Email us anytime. Whatever, it's up to you. Hope everything's well with you. And Wolfman from Oz, Squirrel Girl. What's a Squirrel Girl?
Woo,
Yeah, Squirrel Girl.
Growler's going over.
Thank,
Woo, woo, woo. Listen to
yeah,
the
yeah,
whoa, yeah. There you
we
go,
need
Growler Thunder.
Afterburner. So yeah, I just really want to thank everyone for putting up with me. Thank you very much, and thank you very much for your support. And hopefully, it's been of some benefit to you.
The Bride of Yah. The Bride of Yah. That's lovely, Anthony Dickinson. We are the Bride of Yah. We are the grafted. We have been grafted in if we do not have the Jewish blood in us. And I actually do have Jewish blood. So that's, I actually am. And Syrian on the other side. So I am from the land of Israel. And I've never been there. But I tell you what, everyone's saying pray for the United States. Look, the United States is under judgment. It's brought judgment upon itself, and the COVID was all part of the lockdown for the elite to go and run into their bunkers. Think about it. They know what's coming. They know judgment's coming. We can't. America has to face what it's going to face now, because it is written, is prophesied. But we can pray for those people who are still not quite there. The ones who are going to jump onto the ship at the last minute. The ones, Growler, whatever you're doing that's loud. The ones who are the thief on the cross. You know, the ones at the last minute that are going to just yell out his name. Because he said, all who call on my name will be saved. So think about that. I want you to go out thinking about that. I have a nice little video to play for you. It's some of my my photography I did, and some music put behind it. So please just stay for this last little bit. We love you very much from Australia. And until we see you next time, Growler, let's say it.
See you later, guys. Thank you so much.
We are out.
Out.
Out.